Good day everyone, I am Millennium Joy Ortez from BPED 2D and I'm here to answer the Unit 6 Activity 1. Number 1. The important for practitioner to remember that the experience belongs to the learners. Should conceptualize the learning experience as interact between instructors when preparing to assist learners. Practitioners should encourage all learners to set goals so that they can identify the specific skills and behavior of the learners wants to achieve. So that the practitioner have the reference point of assessing the learner process of a learner of the roller skate and need to have a goal to make it fast to learn how to do it. Number 2, target skills are the actual tasks individuals need to acquire in order to achieve their goals. It allows people to identify the skills they want to develop during their learning experience. And the example of this is the hitting ground strokes. So this is the hitting volleys that land beyond the opponent's service line and hitting serves with good place that the land or opponent's service line. So, pwede rin pong maging example nito is yung volleyball. Parang sinasabi nga dito na sa sports na volleyball is kailangan mag-hit ng bola to make it pass. So, number 2 is next is the target behavior. Practitioner must determine the observable behavior that are associated with successful performance of skills in watching the ball. So, keep the wrist firm, turning the shoulder. So, the best example of this is the sports of maybe the dance. So, in dancing, you may know your behavior on dance. So, dito is makikita mo yung characteristic of a dancer. So, it is focus on one or more of the behavior until each become consistent characteristic of the individual movements. Next is the target context or environmental context, which learners wants to able to produce target skills. For a stroke patient, learning to feed himself with his non-preferred hand might be the home environment in the presence of concerned family members. So, ang magandang example dito is yung taekwondo. Ginagamit din ng parang target skills sa larong taekwondo that concern in the environment or maybe sa paligid concern din siya. So, number 3. Let's look more at the aspects of this transfer of learning concepts as it deals with the possible transfer of previously learned elements to the learning of a new task. The 3 categories of movements, elements that patterns various action. Example of this is volleyball because it have a movement that have an action, especially in the ball. Second is perceptual elements, which is task-related stimuli that individual must be able to interpret in order to assure successful performance. Example of this is tossing a ball in volleyball because it have awareness and focus on the ball. The last is the similar conceptual elements. Maintaining a narrow focus on the target is an important guideline for individuals. Example is the softball or controlling a ball. Practitioners should remember that the transfer of common elements the is more pronounced when individuals are just beginning to learn as skills. Number 4. Determine the effectiveness of the instructor and provide feedback to learners about their performance and their level of a goal achievement. Practitioners need to decide how progress will be assessed. Importance that the aspects of performance practitioner choose to assess are those that accurately reflect the qualities associated with successful goal achievement. Outcomes measure indicate something about the results. And that's all. Thank you.